It's something I was angry. Oh, when people say like it's our 6-month anniversary. It's not, because an anniversary is a year. So you don't get to decide the denomination of time in front of it. And it makes me furious. Any sort of like baby, well, I don't know, I baby bitches on like a couple's Instagram post. It makes me blood red. My name is Alyssa Dempsey, and I live here in Ridgewood, Queens, which is in a Parquet Court song that I like. And I've been living here since August of last year, which was a very tumultuous time in my life, and coming up on a 1-year anniversary. So last August, while I was here, I broke my toe, and I also got 12 stitches above my eyebrow, which I think is finally, actually, you can't really see it anymore. For a while it looked, well, actually it kind of still. So this also is a bit of a tangent, but my eyebrow has started growing higher. Like the new skin from the stitches is making this eyebrow bigger. But a year ago I went to the Vermont State Fair, which is my absolute favorite thing to do in Vermont, which is where I'm from, and Adam Cecil is also from. Growing up, it was really like sort of a big event, and I don't even think it was because we were little. I think it was truly like, it was just a bigger deal, and they had better rides and a lot of food. And I remember every day I would get a candy apple and not go on the rides, mostly because I was pretty scared of them. And they also would always have like a 4-H exhibit and different sort of like categories that you could enter, like culinary and art. And 3 or 4 years ago, a girl won a blue ribbon for her selfie, which also made me furious, but like a little proud. And I imagine if I got a blue ribbon for my selfie, I would feel really good about myself. But so last year, I entered 2 things in the fair, and I like to do culinary because I don't go to Vermont all that often. And so when you go to enter something that's like a drawing or a photo, you would have to do it a week ahead. And the culinary, you do it the day of. So I did 2 things. Both of them were really quite exciting, but the first one that I entered was the candy category. And I had entered that same category the year prior. And I hate prepping for things. Like, I just assume I'm like, nothing's hard. It's not going to be difficult. I'll just do it in the morning, and I only need 2 hours to make fudge. And there are recipes online, like other people make fudge, it's not hard. And so I looked up this recipe, made it. The fudge did not harden, so it was like a squishy, I'm going to say near liquid sort of density. But I didn't have time to remake it, and I also didn't want to not enter it. So I just changed the name of it to Fudge Chew, and I did not place at all. But so then the next year I was like, I have to vindicate myself and place or win. So I, again, just the night before, looked up a recipe. I was like, I'm not going to change my tactics. Same thing of nothing's hard and I can make candy. And I decided on, I think it was called like a honey brittle. A honey fluff brittle. Maybe that's what I named it. But I picked the easiest sounding recipe with the least number of ingredients. And the idea of it was that honeycomb. And I renamed it honey fluff so they didn't think I stole it online. But it was a honeycomb brittle. And it was supposed to taste like a light honey flavor and have sort of a honeycomb, like when you broke it off, it would be sort of puffed up and have a honeycomb inside. Anyway, it didn't taste good. I tasted it, and it didn't taste good. It tasted like sugar and water, which isn't bad, but I entered it, and you give it to the judge, you write out your recipe, you give your name and contact information, and I handed it to them, and I said, how long until the judging happens? And they said, just walk around for like 30 minutes, and then, you can come back and they'll be judged. And so I did, and now the fair is super run down everywhere but those judging areas. So like 4-H is still a big deal, and culinary and the art and all of those halls are a big deal, but there are like 2 very rusted rides, and it's very sad. I think you could shoot a horror movie there. But I still love it, and I'm happy to go. So I bought my candy apple, went back. I was like, this year is my year. And I got up there, and they have sort of a display case that they put all the winners in. And mine was there, and it had a 3rd place ribbon. But it was the only one there. So I kind of took a minute, and I was looking around, and I went to the woman who was judging, and I was like, oh, were there any other entrants? There was just the one entrant? And she's like, yeah, just the one. And I said, oh, well, that was me. I was the one. That's my candy that I made. But if I was the only entrant, why wouldn't I get 1st place? And she was just like, not necessarily. And then walked away. And I just burst out laughing. And I wanted to yell at her, but I was like, tomorrow's the pie competition, which is really like gonna be my crown. So I didn't say anything, and I just laughed, and I was like, well, can I have my 3rd place ribbon because it's hilarious? And she's like, we'll mail it to you. So I left, and that was day 1 for me at the fair. And then the next day I made an apple pie, which like I can actually make apple pies and they taste real, and I have a recipe and have done it before. So, but I still decided, I was like, I'll make it in the morning. I don't need time. I'll sleep in. They're supposed to be there by like 11 a.m. And so I made this pie, didn't have enough time, ended up like getting in a fight with my mom because it wasn't ready, and we were like, it's so high stakes, it's a Vermont State Fair. And I was like holding it with oven mitts in the car, and I had dressed in this very like 50s housewife, like barefoot pregnant in the kitchen look, because I was trying to, you know, give off that vibe. And I am like sitting in this dress, like all nicely done up with my oven mitts, sitting in the car and just being like, we'll get there, it's fine, we'll get there in time. And then we did not get there in time. So I was running through the fairgrounds still with the oven mitts with this pie in my hands. And it was very dramatic, and I got there and I was like, excuse me, like, I need to enter my pie. And the people judging were just like, yeah, that's fine. Just leave it. It's okay. And same deal if I walked around for half an hour, the adrenaline rush wearing off. And then I finally came back and I had a blue ribbon on it, and it was very exciting, and I took my picture with it, and I asked if I could have my pie back, and they said no, they sell that for money. And I said, okay. And so, true. And also the premiums for these prizes, I got $3 for my 3rd place ribbon, and I got $9 for the pie, which is more than regular. Like, if I had gotten 1st place in candy, I probably would have gotten $5. But anyway, but I got the pie, and it was very exciting, and I bragged about it on Instagram because I thought that was funny. But the true story that not many people know is there were only 2 entrants in the pie category, and I won. And now this fair, I just yesterday requested days off to go back to Vermont this year to do it again, but I have to do it under a fake name because they didn't give me these ribbons, and I was like, that's all I want. Like, I don't need the $12 that doesn't even cover my ingredients. Like, I want the ribbons to hang up. And so I emailed them like once a month, like 5 months, and they would be like, oh, we're gonna remail them for you. That means you just didn't mail it. But they finally did, and they came, and so now I'm gonna just do it under my mom's name and enter to win again and defend my title. So these are the ribbons that I won. This was the 1st place for the pie, and this was the 3rd place for the only candy entry. I wish I knew that lady's name so I could be like, Karen. But a funny thing is, because I was really hounding them to get these ribbons, you might notice they don't match. They're not the same ribbon. So they're definitely like leftovers from previous years. They're like, just give this girl a ribbon, like, get her out of here. But I love them. Okay, so for this year, the Vermont State Fair runs from August 13th to 17th, 2019. If you have suggestions for a new kind of pie I should make, let me know. I have done apple before. It is the only kind I know how to make. I've been told that chocolate pudding pie isn't a real pie. So I need suggestions. Comment below and hit the bell, because apparently if you subscribe, you don't get all the notifications. So do that. Unlike it and share it and tag me.